friends and lovers. It's For Your Reference. You have your host, KT.
And OT.
And OT, you're not wearing your podcasting clothes today.
Not today.
You were wearing your Emmy noms clothes.
Yeah, however that looks like.
Maybe it doesn't look like anything. You're welcome. Guys, we have a podcast. Check us out, For Your Reference, wherever you listen to it. That's probably how you got here. But if by some chance you've managed to find us without knowing we had a podcast, feel free to check it out. But we watch a lot of TV.
We do.
And we do love our small screen indeed. So we thought it might be fun to, get in on the Emmy nomination predictions, but we also weren't sure how to format that in our current podcast, essentially. So let's get into it. It's the 71st Emmys that are happening in September. It was recently announced a couple of weeks ago what the nominations were. The exhaustive list was kicking my whole ass, so we are not going to get into all of that. We're also not going to read all of the nominees, but congratulations all the same. We're just going to pinpoint who we think, or not who we think, who we think's going to win, even if we don't necessarily think they should win.
Yep.
Right? And then we might discuss who we think might be the dark horses as well in that race. But yeah, we're going to cover the main categories, but it will be something that will help us because award shows take hours. And this will be like a little bingo card for OT and I to get through. So, Game of Thrones is in its final season, arguably a juggernaut in the Emmys over the past couple of years, or in all, award shows that have that category available. 32 nominations.
32.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I think even in the...
Quite ridiculous though, thinking of...
Yeah, and even in the supporting actress category, there's 8 nominees and 6 of them are Game of Thrones. And I have feelings about that, but feel free to listen to our Game of Thrones episode for the full breadth of that. So we'll leave that to the side. In regards to comedy, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel has also been a juggernaut as well. It has been winning awards left and right. And it'll be interesting to see if that has influenced your predictions as well, but that also has 20 nominations. So there are years like you have the Breaking Bad years where sometimes shows just dominate, right?
Yeah.
But let's get into it. We've got our little spreadsheets. I hope that's what you were doing, tinkering in the corner for the past couple of minutes, but I guess we'll find out. 2019 71st Emmys. We're going to start off with drama series. First of all, tell us who you think will win, and then you can also let us know if you want them to win.
I think Bodyguard is going to win it.
Yeah, but also at the same time, you didn't realize that Richard Madden was in Game of Thrones. I had to point that out to you, and I only just watched Game of Thrones.
Just because I'm bad with faces doesn't take anything away from Bodyguard. It's an amazing show, and I feel like it will win. Looking at the other nominees on there, Killing Eve, maybe Game of Thrones, but with the final season being shitter as it was, I'm putting my vote for Bodyguard for sure.
I agree with you because I didn't vote Game of Thrones. I actually voted for another Briton series. I voted for Killing Eve.
Yeah, well, I don't think the second season is as good as the first, so there you go.
Well, it's just starting, right?
It's almost finished.
Yeah, but the Emmy nominations would have been based on the first series.
No, that's...
It's on the year going backward, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, and because it has Sandra Oh, and we do stand a strong Sandra Oh in this household, I think it helps with that American appeal as well. So, yeah, I'm voting for Killing Eve. I know Bodyguard did get, a little bit of buzz, but definitely Killing Eve got way more than that. So you and I will fight. And I'm quite confident I will win. Anything else you want to mention about the drama series? No? Yeah. Let's move on. Comedy series, you started. So let me go. I actually voted for Barry.
Oh.
I do just want to mention last year Marvelous Mrs. Maisel did win this category. I didn't mention for the drama series last year Game of Thrones won it.
Okay.
and they're not going to win it again this time.
Well, probably not because I decided to go with Fleabag.
Fleabag has been getting quite popular, actually.
It has been getting really popular, and I feel like it's the dark horse in this, and I really do want it to win.
You know what? Fleabag came at a time to the For Your Reference household where we were inundated with completely new shows. So I'm not sure if it's just not my taste or if we had such a long list, we didn't give things a full chance before moving on.
Maybe not,
But
but
we do know that Fleabag is quite popular. But Barry, arguably, everyone loves Barry.
everyone loves Barry. But
I was
don't
about
think
to I
he'll
was about to
win.
use a no word with my no juice, but we're trying something different, guys. Barry, you don't think Barry might win?
No,
Oh, okay.
not this year.
Just
No.
a flat out no. Okay, fine, that's fine. All right, so let's go into limited series. This has quite a good selection. So I do just want to read a few of the nominees. We have Chernobyl, Escape at Dannemora, Fosse/Verdon, which I have no idea. I think it has to do with some choreographer. Sharp Objects, and When They See Us. We've actually watched all of them except for the Fosse/Verdon. So let's talk a bit about it because I actually like a few of them.
Mm. I reckon Chernobyl has to win this, hands down. Escape at Dannemora was good, but not Chernobyl level good. Fosse Varden, we've not really watched it, but from what we've gathered so far, it's an alright show. Sharp Objects isn't nothing to write home about.
Sharp Objects was quite good.
But
Personally,
not award worthy. It's just more one of those shows
you watch in the
yeah,
background,
yeah.
like in a dusty motel. Well, you know.
Yeah. I feel like When They See Us won't win it, but
How dare you?
some actors might in
Okay,
the nominated categories.
well, let me take my earrings off and let's fight because I actually went for When They See Us.
Oh,
When
yeah.
They See Us broke records in Netflix for the most streaming in the first 24 hours globally. We're not talking Adam Sandler, and I don't want to mention his name again in this recording. But Ava DuVernay did that to justice. And the Exonerated Five, much respect to you guys. Also, we do have an episode on When They See Us. Very distasteful for me to plug our episode at this time, but it had such an impact. And it was done so well. We'll go through the later nominations. Asante Black, Michael K. Williams, Jarrell Jerome. It's a strong cast.
It really is a strong cast.
And we'll come to it, but When They See Us, dude.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. I am so sure that Chernobyl will win it, but
they're both admirable in their own respects, right? It's just a matter of what we think will win.
yeah.
I think HBO with Chernobyl, it got the most streams or it got the most viewership more than Game of Thrones. But I think there's, when it comes to stats, people pull what they want to pull. And you're not really accounting for 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. But, Chernobyl definitely got its well-deserved accolades as well. So it could go either way. So we could still be best friends after this.
Let's see.
We'll see. Limited series, it doesn't really count in this regard, but the assassination of Gianni Versace won last year. And shout out to Darren Criss. You are a marvel to us all. Non-trademark. Let's move on to television movie.
I went for Brexit, HBO again.
That's something that we haven't watched.
But from what I heard, it's a good show.
Yeah, and I've heard that as well. And this is the first time we've actually voted for the same same nominee. Look at us. Sometimes 1% agreeing. We know how much we love Black Mirror. Go and listen to our episode, guys. We weren't really fans of Bandersnatch. It got a bit gimmicky, but, even from a narrative point of view, it wasn't that cohesive. We all know that we do stand a strong daddywood in the For Your Reference household. But if you listen to our episode, spoilers, we didn't really like the movie, or at least it didn't really add anything to the previous season. But yes, I also voted for Brexit as well. So let's get into actual actors right now. We have the lead actor in a drama series.
I went for Billy Porter in Pose just because I want him to win.
Yes, yes, it's so fabulous. Who did I vote for? I actually also voted for Billy Porter.
Oh, Jane.
Oh, we're on a streak now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared where we'll go. Who else is in there? Is there anyone else who want to note? Kit Harington, I always refer to him as bastard number one, so obviously I wasn't going to vote for him. We did love Sterling K. Brown in This Is Us. You didn't think Jason Bateman was strong enough in Ozark?
No, I've given Ozark an award further down, but not for this.
Right. I guess it's one of those things because even though they're technically sort of a drama, they're also different. So it is hard to compare them. Last year, the lead actor in a drama series went to Matthew Rhys for The Americans.
Oh,
who
good show.
Aren't in this list at the moment. So we're not fighting. We're fine. Let's talk about the lead actress in a drama series.
I went for Jodie Comer in Killing Eve. She is amazing.
Hot dog it. Wouldn't you know it? I actually went for Sandra Oh in Killing Eve.
Oh.
Because this is America.
Oh.
We love Jodie as Villanelle, but I think it might go to Sandra.
No, Jodie has to win this.
I guess we'll see.
Team Villanelle all the way.
I guess we'll see. Is there anyone else that needs a shout out? Viola Davis. How to Get Away with Murder. Did you stop watching? Did you taper off?
Yeah, I tip
Are you
it
still
off.
watching it? Oh, okay.
I don't think she'll win for it.
Yeah, because you're giving them the awards for that particular season, not just because they're amazing.
She did win awards for How to Get Away with Murder earlier on, but not now.
How about your Robin Wright in House of Cards?
That season wasn't really as good without Frank Underwood. It was alright. She did well, but not award worthy.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Last year, Claire Foy won for The Crown. Yeah. And that got a lot of buzz.
People love The Crown, yeah.
People love The Crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, you guys. So let's transition from tragedy into comedy for lead actor in a comedy series. And if you didn't choose the one that I chose, this is all over. We are going to Alt F4 this conversation.
So I was tossing up between Don Cheadle and Ted Danson, but I opted to go for Don Cheadle in the end.
My man!
But yeah, Don Cheadle did a really good job in Black Monday. Just must-watch television there.
Exemplary. And I think Ted Danson really did a great role in The Good Place, but I also feel like he was hampered by the nature of the show.
Yeah, but people still love The Good Place.
I know people love The Good Place, but I personally will never take it super seriously to the level of Black Monday, for example. Actually, I feel like Black Monday is only the really one that I would take seriously with a depth of substance. These are all kind of like Saturday morning, you're getting ready for brunch, you're putting on your favorite eyeshadow and you're going to go meet your girlfriends. Like they're all quite light. Yeah. And I know we're talking about comedy, but welcome. This is For Your Reference. This is what we do. But good for us, Don Cheadle. Yeah. You will hear us celebrating in the For Your Reference household if Don Cheadle wins. But Black Monday is so good, and I hope that people enjoy it as much as I do, as much as we do, so we can do an episode on it. Because I would really love to talk about it. But let's leave that for now. But you know, nothing about Anthony Anderson at all.
Nah, he's good in Blackish. It's just tough, man. Not Don Cheadle level, not Ted Danson level.
Well, Bill Hader won last year for Barry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it to him again. just because.
Oh, I didn't realize that OT had the overwhelming power
I
in the
do.
Emmys panel. Did I? Yeah, I mentioned Bill Hader, so that's fine. So let's move on to lead actress in a comedy series.
Oh, because Veep just ended, I decided to go with Julia Louis Dreyfus, just because she's amazing
Is
in
this the
that.
final season?
Yeah, it finished already.
Oh,
Quite under the radar. I think there was a lot of things happening. Game of Thrones was ending as well during the same week or something. But
is it
Veep
HBO?
is amazing. Yep,
Ah,
and um, Julie Dreyfus just did an amazing job.
I watched Veep and I'm like, hey, this is actually quite good. But then in the sea of TV shows, I was like, probably won't pick it up. OT can give me the cliff notes.
What
Uh,
did you go with?
I actually voted for Natasha Lyonne for Russian Doll.
Oh,
Personally, not my taste. I think Taye Diggs peaked in the flash forward, flashback genre.
Daybreak.
So why bother? If Taye Diggs paved the way for everyone, he literally finished and immortalized that genre. So, but I do know Russian Doll is quite popular.
Yeah,
So you voted with your heart, and I voted with popular opinion.
yeah, and I feel like Julia will definitely win it.
You know, dreams are free, my friend. Last year, Rachel Brosnahan won for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be getting so much love this time around.
Again, it's hard because we actually don't watch these series as well, right? So it's hard to coordinate how we feel in that. But let's continue. This is a delicious bunch. Can I just say? We're moving on to lead actor in a limited series,
Oh, I was
right?
really edging towards Jarrell Jerome,
I liked your use of the word edging. Thank you.
but I ended giving it to Jared Harris just because of Chernobyl. I feel like Chernobyl will get a lot of the awards
You were
on the night.
wow. You there are some categories where you vote wholeheartedly with your heart, and then there are some where you're just like, people keep talking about this, so I'm going to vote this way. But it's your vote, and obviously, if you want to lose, that's fine. You can be in that corner on your own. I actually voted for Jarrell Jerome when they
I
see
assumed
us.
the same.
You are all for Chernobyl, and I am all for When They See Us.
Yeah.
Again, both substantial series, limited series, but I really feel like When They See Us is due all of the accolades.
Well, I
It's
feel like
going to
they'll
be a
get.
downpour.
We'll see. We'll see.
I like Benicio del Toro. I enjoyed him in Escape at Dannemora.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him an award for that.
Well, he convinced me that he has the powers of seduction. So, not to say that Benicio isn't a sexy man.
Arquette
You
looked
can
like
get
she was
it.
open for anyone, so I don't think that would have taken a lot.
Patricia Arquette did very well, and I don't think she's been nominated as her role in Escape at Dannemora. She has been nominated for the act, but anyway.
She was really creepy in that, so I guess people were just
I feel like
scared off from her
Oh,
performance.
it's hard. Who would you, if you had to choose performance wise, and again, it has nothing to do with the Emmy noms, but quickly, if you had to choose between Patricia Arquette's performance in Escape at Dannemora and Patricia Arquette's performance in The Act, what would you choose?
Ooh.
Right? It's a tricky one.
I would go with her performance in the act. Definitely better
Oh,
than
really?
what was done in Dannemora.
I don't think definitely better because
I reckon definitely
I would
better.
actually vote Escape at Dannemora.
Mm,
Call me mommy.
nah, definitely the act.
Well, you do, but that's a personal story for another time. Yes, so I voted for Jarrell Jerome, and you voted for Jared Harris. Just while we're here, limited series. Darren Criss won last year for the assassination of Gianni Versace. Pretty much cleaned up last year. But I think that's enough to cover. Actually, there's also Hugh Grant, A Very English Scandal, which we need to get to. But we know that it's got quite a lot of accolades. I do want to just mention my honey daddy, Mahershala Ali. The only reason why I didn't vote for him, because in any instance, Mahershala Ali forever. Always, in every instance. But I haven't watched True Detective season 2. So, I need to be partial in some.
Season 3, but yeah.
Season 3?
Yeah.
Well, see, there you go. That's how out of touch I am. But yes, so I couldn't vote for him in that aspect. But congratulations on landing the role of Blade.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to talk about it in our podcast.
Yeah, I have concerns with that, but
You have qualms?
We love Mahershala, so we'll see.
The foundation of the For Your Reference household is built upon qualms. Let's move on. So now we're talking about a lead actress in a limited series.
I decided to go with Joey King in The Act. She did an amazing job in that.
That's a bingo.
She really did an amazing job.
I agree. I don't think we even checked, because it was so onerous in the best ways to watch that series. Because usually I go and watch interviews after we watch something, but I just felt so uncomfortable. So I actually don't know if Joey King has that voice. But that voice added to the character.
It really did. And she just portrayed this innocence and vulnerability that just give you chills. And knowing that everything was done with some malicious intent, or oh my god, she was just great.
And if you look at the actual nominations, she's the youngest one there. So obviously that says a lot as well. I apologize. Patricia Arquette is here for Escape at Dannemora.
Easy to overlook.
Damn, dog. Call me mommy. One more time. Is there anyone else you want to mention? Niecy Nash did quite well in When They See Us as well. But yeah, I think that's enough. This is very pivotal. Lead actress in a limited series last year. Do you remember who it went to? It was a great moment.
Darren Criss.
Actress.
Oh, can't remember.
Regina King, 7 Seconds.
Oh, 7 Seconds won for it. Wow.
Well, for her role in 7 Seconds. That was quite a nice little short series. And Regina King always, guys.
Regina King, everything.
Everywhere. In all the places, Regina King, right? But that's who won last year. So now we go into a weird sort of change of pace. We're going to competition program. Did you just vote blindly?
I did. I just said RuPaul. RuPaul, take the wheel. You deserve. So I voted for RuPaul's Drag Race to win.
You're hilarious. You just voted just to vote for it. I do stand a strong RuPaul in the KT section of the For Your Reference household, but I actually voted for Nailed It on Netflix.
Oh,
because Nicole Byer is she's been out there. Pay attention to her. She also has a podcast called Why Won't You Date Me? Feel free to put our promo on your podcast, because I promoted you, Nicole Byer. She won't. But RuPaul won last year. I don't know how much of a fan you were, whether you knew that or not.
I didn't know that, but come on, RuPaul, you can make it a double.
Sashay away, my love, sashay away. All right, so let's talk about the next category, which is Variety Talk Series.
I feel like the only two contenders here, to be honest, and those are The Daily Show with Trevor Noah and Last Week Tonight.
Last Night Tonight is great as well. With OT.
Last Week Tonight with Jamie Oliver will definitely win it. But a dark horse in this is definitely Trevor Noah's The Daily Show.
I love Trevor Noah. But the way you set that up, the dark horse, he is on a primetime network. He is on a show that has existed for decades. You're making him seem like he's sitting in his bedroom broadcasting this news. No. Trevor Noah has a whole team behind him. And I do appreciate The Daily Show. I really do. But the way you're setting this up,
I just feel like he's really done a good job after taking over from Jon Stewart. So he deserves all the props, but John Oliver is just on a different level.
I bleep and love John Oliver.
Mm.
And we do not have enough time. We also do not have a couch to get through my ardent feelings for John Oliver. But what a man. What a man.
So did he go with John Oliver as well?
Of course I did.
All right.
And he also won last year as well. So let's move into supporting actress in a drama series. See, this is the one. This is the one where I'm talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I said stuff all the Game of Thrones.
It was 4 out of 6, sorry. I said 6 out of 8, but the ratios are still the same.
I said stuff all the Game of Thrones nominees. They are not really great. Sophie Turner can't act for shit. Massey Williams is all right, but Lena Headey is great, but Game of Thrones was just really, really crappy. And towards the end, so I decided to give it to Fiona Shaw, Killing Eve.
Okay. Did they all not return your fan mail? Because you have some strong feelings. I'm quite concerned. I'm quite concerned indeed. But let's continue. I actually voted for Gwendolyn Christie.
Oh.
Unbrand my tithe.
Yeah,
For that reason alone, her storyline carried most of that cast through the first half of season 8 and the last half of season 7.
Yeah, but compare that to Fiona Shaw's workload in Killing Eve. Nah, just can't even compete.
Yeah, but nah, but yeah.
All right, Rebel Wilson.
What? No, that's not Rebel Wilson.
What's his name?
The guy from Little Britain. You keep calling him Rebel Wilson. Vicky Parker is his character in Little Britain. We don't have time, but I'll add it in the show notes. Are you for real, dude?
Yeah.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am.
Do you feel
really
like a big man?
I do.
His name is Matt Lucas, not Rebel Wilson. All right, let's continue. Really? Anyway, listen to our Game of Thrones episode. Game of Thrones actually isn't what I would put on my list of favorite shows, but there were some good moments, and Gwendolyn Christie was one of them. So that's why I voted for her. Last year, it went to Tandy Newton for Westworld.
Oh, Tandy is amazing.
Yeah, we do stand in this household. Supporting actor in a drama series.
I went for Peter Dinklage. I don't think there's anyone else who would win in that category apart from him. He's amazing in everything he does.
But who else ever?
Yeah.
He won. He also won last year.
He should win it again.
He should win everything. Just everything. All the categories. Just give it to Peter Dinklage. So great. So great. I wonder what we'll see him in next. Hopefully not Death at a Funeral. The Chris Rock version. Let's just leave that alone. Okay, so let's talk about supporting actress in a comedy.
I went for Sarah Goldberg in Barry.
Oh, interesting. I think this is the first time you voted for Barry.
Yeah, because I thought they won't win it in the leading actor role, but definitely probably supporting actress.
Because Barry is very popular.
Barry is popular, so I thought that was the best level I could put them in, and Sarah Goldberg, can definitely take that.
I voted for Olivia Colman because if she can win an Academy Award, you're damn straight she's going to win an Emmy.
Yeah. Betty Gilpin is also pretty good in Glow.
Yeah, well, so says you because I gave up on that. Last year it was Alex Borstein, Peter, our Lois from Family Guy. But not for Family Guy, for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Supporting actor in a comedy series. Let's talk, sir.
Oh, I've not watched the Kominsky Method, but I thought that they'd probably nick one in this, so I give it to Alan Arkin.
Okay, all right. Supporting the little guy, that's fine. I actually voted for Harry Winkler from Barry.
Oh.
He actually, I didn't know this at the time, but he won last year.
Oh, really?
But I just love him. Who doesn't love the Fonz? Hey, right? And the bumbling lawyer in Arrested Development. But yes, he is great.
He
He's
is
great. And as soon as you see him on the screen, you know you're in for a good time. So I voted for Henry Winkler. Okay, so let's talk about supporting actress in a limited series.
Oh. Now, this is where I gave When They See Us some love because I went with Marsha Blake in this.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I see the game you're playing. You're spreading your seed quite wide.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. And we haven't watched Chernobyl, but Emily Watson.
Oh.
Just her name alone is credibility, right? So
Yeah.
I voted for Emily Watson in Chernobyl. So again, limited series kind of don't make sense, but last year, Merritt Weaver or Weaver won for Godless.
Mm.
So let's move on to supporting actor in a limited series.
Oh. Yeah. I had to go with a Skarsgård in this.
Oh,
For
we do
Chernobyl.
stand. We stand a strong Skarsgård in the For Your Reference household. Listen to our Vikings episode.
Yeah. So Stellan Skarsgård to win for his role in Chernobyl. What else
Well,
can
he
I
is
say?
quality.
Yeah.
He is quality. In our A Single Man episode, I mentioned how Colin Firth is proof that acting is a vocation and it is a profession. You know, you have actors that fill in spaces for sitcoms, no shade, but you also have actors that have substance and make you feel a certain way, right? Stellan Skarsgård is one of the mavericks
Yeah.
of the industry.
Yeah.
And it even trickled down to his sons.
It really does, yeah.
Gustav, shout out. I said Gustav first. You're welcome. I'm learned.
Your
Bill,
Skarsgård knowledge is on point.
Bill and Alexander Skarsgård, just exemplary. And any other secret Skarsgård kids that are hiding anywhere.
Who did he go for?
Again, I might just be voting with my heart and how this series, When They See Us, made us feel, but I voted for Asante Black.
I love Asante, but I feel like he got that so much love just because he's younger. He did good. Not, I don't know. I'm conflicted with this.
Obviously, we don't want to take too much time, but when he was telling the story and he was in the visitation with his sister, and he was trying to tell his sister, you need to be happy. Don't hold your happiness off because I'm in here. Come on now. You're dead wrong, mate. I will see you in the barracks and we will duel.
Yep, we'll see.
But I voted for Asante Black. So, we'll have our little bingo card and we'll see how we'll go in September. Let's talk about last year. Last year, supporting actor in a limited series was Jeff Daniels for Godless. Let's move into, I have some feelings. Again, we're trying to keep the language to a very amicable sort of state. So I won't say how I truly feel, but how do you feel about guest spots in a series? So you have actors that are, main characters that are hauling in the 18, 16-hour days on set, and then you just have a guest star appearance and apparently they can win an Emmy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe did Lavan leave Orange is the New Black or something?
I
think
no
I
idea.
stopped that. She was more than a guest spot.
What season did we give up in?
5.
Yeah.
But either way, I decided to go with Carice Van Houten. We love our Miss Lisandre.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah. So I gave it to her that she would win. So
Well, she's winning something, that's for sure.
Who did you go for?
I'll tell you that much. I actually went for Felicia Rashad in This Is Us. Yourself, sir. Your damn self, because I know I'm onto a winner with Felicia Rashad.
All right.
Are there any other standouts you see there?
Not really.
Okay. Well, let's keep the momentum going. Guest actor in a drama series. Oh, this is a tasty one. I'm very excited about this one.
I went with Bradley Whitford for The Handmaid's Tale.
Okay, I retract what I just said. This isn't very exciting.
Just because The Handmaid's Tale has to get some love.
Yeah, and if you want to know our true feelings, well, my true feelings about Handmaid's Tale, that can be in a separate section. We're not going to go through that today. But okay, fine. If you want to back Bradley, that's fine. Do you want to guess who I voted for?
You went with Kumal.
I did. I went for Kumail Nanjiani. Not just because I really like him, but his performance in Twilight Zone was very good.
It was all right.
No, it was very good.
It was all right.
Listen to my choice of words. Very good.
All right. That's all right for an Australian, eh?
Do you see that? He doesn't know how to intellectually battle me, so he chooses to knock my Australian accent. Well, if you want to, you go low, I go high, my friends. All right, so we're only going to go through 2 more categories, and that's guest actress in a comedy and guest actor in a comedy. So for the guest actress in a comedy, who did you go for?
Jane Lynch. She has to win this. We love Jane Lynch. I think Marvelous Miss Marshall has to get some love as well, because I think I've skipped them.
I voted for some
consciously. So yeah, I think that Jane Lynch has to get it.
That's your opinion.
Yep.
I do love Jane Lynch, by the way.
Plus, I don't believe anyone should be getting awards for Saturday Night Live. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because that means they should get an award for every show they do.
Yeah, getting award for big in
because that's kind of their
Colbert
thing.
Report or big in.
Right?
Nah, man, I don't buy it.
But I do like Ronnie Chang. So if you nominate Ronnie Chang for a guest appearance in The Daily Show, I would back that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I actually voted for Maya Rudolph.
Ooh.
Because we haven't caught up to the most recent season.
But I've heard that she plays God pretty good.
Thank you for taking my thunder.
You're welcome.
Just like a male god would, because the woman goddess over here. Yes, so Maya Rudolph.
Oh, nice choice.
Thank you. Okay, so the last one. Guest actor in a comedy series.
Again, I went for Luke Kirkby in Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Okay, I voted for Robert De Niro on Saturday Night Live. I know we said we wouldn't, but again, look at how many are in Saturday Night Live there.
That's why I was like, nah, you should not be getting awards for fucking SNL.
Well, there you go, guys. There are our votes for the Emmy nominations. Feel free to let us know who you think will win or whether you think we're wrong. We like to fight. On Twitter and Instagram, we're For Your Ref Pod.
And you can catch us on email at hello@fyipodcast.com.
Again, check out our podcast for your reference.